Hello and welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I'm so glad to have you here with me today. If you are new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. If you're watching this on the replay, know that you're guaranteed just as fun and healing a time as if you were here live. If you would like to join me live, go ahead and check out that description box below for all the days and times that I go live 5 times a week. If you'd like to join me for some pop-up streams around world events and planetary movements, go ahead and click the subscribe button with notifications on so you will be the first to know. If you're here live with me today, go ahead and click that live chat button. You can go ahead and request healing for yourself on any particular topic that you feel you could use some support. You can be general, specific, you can allow me to pick some crystals for you, or you can request your own. We will spend the first half an hour to 40 minutes building a beautiful crystal grid to the request of everyone that's here live. After that, I'll briefly explain what Reiki is and a little of what to expect, and from that point forward, I will turn the music up, turn the lights down, and send healing to you whenever and wherever you happen to be. If you'd like to skip ahead just to the healing and you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and just slide over until you see the lights shift, and then you can just enjoy the music and the healing. Also, if you'd like to learn more about me, my online Reiki classes, community Discord, crystal shop, or social media, go ahead and check out that description box below. So for those of you who are here, thank you so much for being here, and let's dive into your requests. Oh, and I started the grid for you all already. Welcome in, welcome in. I got us started off with some copper per usual to help get the energy flowing, help break up any blockages. I got us in with some Herkimer diamond just to go ahead and get the energy flowing and help us with our intentions around manifestation. Whatever we're calling on the universe to bring us, we'd like it to be in alignment with our spiritual highest good. Herkimer will help us do that. Awesome. So let's dive in and see what requests we have. And everyone, hey, welcome here. Cora Carr, Susan, Violet Integration, Alana, Mystic Writer. I hope you're doing well. It's been a little while. I really hope you're doing well. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so let's dive into all of your requests. I'm so glad to see y'all here. So from Susan, literary agent for Greg, continued physical healing from his hip surgery, buyers for your artwork tomorrow, and continued support for Cora's mom. Absolutely all those things. So let's go ahead and bring in some bone healing for Greg because he had that hip surgery. The Herkimer will help support the manifestation for the best literary agent for his work. And I'm going to grab you some Cinnabar to bring you some customers. So here we have first Cinnabar. These little red dots here are actually the Cinnabar. Cinnabar is mercury ore, so yeah, definitely a dangerous stone to work with. This is one that is thought to attract customers. It's considered the merchant stone. For a better look at what the actual mercury itself looks like, you can see that bright red right there. Yeah, the reason I'm holding portions of it that are not super concentrated is because it is mercury and it is very, very toxic. So let's go ahead and bring that in. Definitely not one you want to do a direct infusion with. I don't do direct infusions with any stones. But if you're going to do a direct infusion, this is not the one to do it with. Not at all. But yeah, excellent at calling in the people that you would like to be able to serve, especially if you are selling wares. For healing bone, we have white howlite. White howlite is incredible, not only for healing bones and helping to absorb calcium and things like that. It's also wonderful for anger, frustration, resentment, any of those kinds of feelings at all of those really difficult to move through types of energies. This helps to almost in a way diffuse the bomb so that you can better process what's at the root of those feelings. So we're going to put this in with the intention it helps support the healing of bone. For Greg. There we go. And let's see what else we have. Continued support for Cora's mom. That's awesome. I love that you all look out for each other. Crystals. Korakar requests calcite. Any particular calcite? Let me know. Hematite. Obsidian. Do you have any particular obsidian you would like too? Any particular quartz? Labradorite, citrine. I don't have any lotus stone, unfortunately. Let's see what your requests are, and we'll see. Success and understanding spiritual gifts. Highest good for future someone. Thank you for putting them in there. And highest good for your mom. So let's see. Let's bring in that labradorite and citrine first. Bring in that hematite. Labradorite, hematite, citrine. Citrine is another great manifestation stone. This will help Susan and Greg as well as Korakar. Helps call in what we are requesting, especially if it's related to money or any other kind of resources. This is also one that helps balance the logic with intuition. So you can make your decisions out of a good balance of both. Wonderful. Labradorite helps with sleep, as well as if we need to go through things step by step in order to understand them or to see what information may have been lost in a lot of data. This is a great one. It's wonderful for study. It's wonderful for research and even doing some kind of like sleuthing or detective work. It's also great for opening up our intuition in a very measured and supported way. So let's go ahead and bring that in. Hematite can help us to ground, seriously ground, connect to the earth. If you feel like your intuition and your meditation is great, but you just can't come back to the real world and get anything done, hematite can be really, really helpful. It's also a great stone that's been used for thousands of years with the thought that it could help to detoxify the blood and clean the blood. So yeah, it's very heavy in terms of weight. And when it's polished, it becomes this like shiny gunmetal sort of thing. Absolutely love it. Go. And so there's our hematite. And let's see. Korakar. Yeah, welcome in. ABC, welcome in. Self-love, self-esteem, strong boundaries, monetary world, want to buy a house. Oh, awesome. Absolutely, we can work on supporting you. I will read and support everybody's requests. Welcome in, and thank you for helping everyone feel welcome, everybody. An awesome group. Studying, I see the requests there. We have that. Hey, Martha. Good to see you. Okay, great. So I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Thank you all for supporting each other. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Violet Integration. I appreciate that. I appreciate the confidence boost for appearance. Appreciate that. Vincent, welcome in. Okay, let's see. Success in understanding spiritual gifts. Susan, you keep getting, you want to get pulled into the gifts and the angel messages. You keep being pulled in to work with feathers, but you don't know what the message is. You keep seeing feathers. That's usually a message from our angels. So let's bring in some Angelite. This can help us with our intuitive gifts and embracing them, as can Celestite. Celestite and Angelite are very much interrelated. Celestite, over time and with pressure and heat, will turn into Angelite. They both work with the angels. So let's go ahead. Celestite is here, connection with our angels, helping to relieve pain, our perception of pain. It helps us to get into our upper chakras and connect more deeply to spirit. So this can help quite a bit. Angelite can help us to connect with our angels as well. And this is what Angelite looks like. One is raw and the other is tumbled, and stones can look quite different depending on how they're processed. For today, we're going to go ahead and use 2 of these tumbled stones, and we're going to put them right out here. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Connecting with your angels. I'm also going to bring in some blue Kyanite. This is the stone of radical self-acceptance. Accepting ourselves and loving ourselves exactly as we are. It helps with not only our sense of feeling capable and wonderful as we are, but really can help us if we've been kind of picked on or anything like that, and we tend to have a lower vision of ourselves than what is really accurate. It's also incredibly helpful for understanding the intuitive guidance that we get. So if it's dreams or symbols like the feathers, or if you're meditating a lot or doing intuitive work and you're like, I feel like I'm getting something, but I don't understand it, blue Kyanite can be really helpful. It's also great for anything neurological and for recovery from stroke or anything that's impacting your speech or mobility. So we'll bring those in. And I hope that helps. Gotcha. And I think, Alana, I think this could help you, the blue Kyanite. In addition, I'm going to bring in some more of that red tigerite to help keep any kind of negative energy at bay, especially if it is intentional bad energy work, or just energy that no longer is serving the highest good, or maybe never was. This is highly, highly protective. It also helps call in money in a pinch, which is good to know about, but it can even be protective of the most mundane and like just seemingly a little worse than benign. Anything from small amounts of like needling and stuff to bullying to gaslighting to any kind of ganging up, grouping up, picking on anyone in any way, whether it's a very mundane real world way or spiritual way. This is a powerful protector. So I'm going to bring this in. Very protective stone. I'm going to actually put it on the copper coils. go. So I hope that that helps. I'm also going to bring in some Shungite, as I did earlier today. This helps to clear and purge our energy in a very deep way. It's actually used to filter water. This is a stone that helps to heal on the physical level as well. It helps with tissue healing, so it can help Greg with his recovery from surgery. This is one that can help us to clear our energy on a deep level, whether it's other people's energy, whether it's literal energy from like electronics. If you're somebody who's very sensitive to feeling that, this can be a great stone to help kind of purge that out of your system. So whether it's mundane, whether it's spiritual, this is one to help you kind of keep clear. So let's go ahead and put that in the same row as what we're manifesting here. There we go. And I'm glad to see you back. And we'll continue with some more self-love stones too. Hey, welcome back, Erica. Oh, Martha, your tooth infection is gone. It was extracted. You're now on antibiotics, waiting a couple more months for the implant, hoping it heals. It's such a process, isn't it? But I'm so glad you're on the other side of it. You know, you're approaching the implant and stuff rather than just still dealing with the infection. But I'm really glad to hear that. So glad to hear that. Oh, candles are lit for us. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Oh, yeah, ABC. This is ignored, not respected at work. Definitely the red tiger eye can be really helpful with that. Yeah, I saw that, Martha. Definitely protection from the weather. Grace, good to see you again. Okay, let's make sure I don't miss anybody. Self-love. Yeah, definitely releasing entities, attachments, red tiger eye, and Shungite for sure, for sure. And oh, Mystic Writer, I'm so glad to have seen you in here. Happiness, health, studying, definitely Labradorite. I'm going to bring in some Tiger Eye. Tiger Eye and Labradorite are both the stones of studying. They help us retain information. They help us fold the information we're getting into what we already know so that it becomes a cohesive picture and not just random facts that we're memorizing. This is a stone of deep perspective. It also is somewhat protective as well. But this is one that, especially along with Labradorite, this is one that gives us sort of a pulled back perspective where we can see the bigger picture and all the moving pieces. Rather than those individual bits of information, it helps the information come together and tell us a story where we can much more easily not only remember it, but work with that knowledge where it's not just memorizing facts, it becomes true knowledge and then it becomes true wisdom. So let's go ahead and bring this in. Actually, I think that maybe we're good there. Let's start another row. Here we go. Okay, so that's Tiger Eye. Self-love, self-esteem, strong boundaries. A lot of the self-love, any calcite and black obsidian. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Let's go ahead with some green calcite. It's very calming and reassuring, especially if you have a lot of anxiety. But it helps with nervousness and even just sort of lifting the general vibe of everything. If things feel very heavy, it can help lift it and bring us a little bit more into our heart. But this can help with a lot of seeing ourselves as lovable and loving and deserving of love. I'm going to bring in some other stones to help support that, but this can be really helpful. And I feel like I want to bring in some Amazonite as I did earlier today at the 4 o'clock, but I also want to bring in some green aventurine. Here we go. So let's start with Amazonite. As we mentioned earlier, Amazonite can help us to open up our sense of self-respect. And in self-respect, we see that just as others deserve the love and care, we do too. This is one that can help with ABC. This can help you with your workplace stuff as well. One just went somewhere. We're just gonna leave that and understand that it needed an extra piece in this grid. It can help with things like in a workplace, but it can also help with those of us who tend towards caregiving, caring for others, where we tend to forget about self-care for us and how we deserve that love and care too. This is a stone that's great for anybody with a caretaking tendency. It's also great for, much like blue kyanite, it's great for anything neurological with the literal nerves as well. And it's good for just general luck. So let's go ahead and bring this in. Oh, here we go. That's where it went. Gotcha. Okay. So let's bring quite a bit of it in. Amazonite can be darker with these stripes of sort of white, or it can be these sort of lighter colors, depending on where you find it, what you get. This one is actually a heart, which I think is so appropriate for this particular stone. That can definitely help. And aventurine helps with expanding our vision of our own potential. In case we're sort of limiting our view of what's possible for ourselves because we don't think enough of ourselves, this can be a great stone for that. Also good for fertility and eye problems and allergies, which I know, Korakar, your mom has been dealing with since getting over COVID. Yeah. But yeah, this is aventurine. It's also great for those times when we feel like, I can't learn this. It's outside of my depth. It's, I'm past the point of being able to learn this. This helps us to see our own potential. So yeah. And a lot of times when we're in those situations like ABC is in, where we're in this like kind of a toxic environment where it feels like everybody's picking on us, we start to think that maybe we are that person they keep telling us we are, and it starts to really limit our idea of who we are. Aventurine can be very helpful for that. So I hope that that's helpful for everybody. Monetary stuff, we have Citrine and we have the red tiger eye. Both are great for calling in finances too. Black obsidian. Black obsidian is highly protective and is also great for helping to process grief. Bear with me while I find it. That's another one we just used earlier today, and I think it's one that we often use here because grief and protection and things like that can be so important for a lot of us in what we're working through, and also in terms of like the planetary arrangements and what we're all sort of dealing with right now. Yeah, here we go. Black obsidian. Also helpful, and we don't talk about this enough, but it's helpful for nervous pets. Black obsidian's a good one to have around, like if your pets get nervous with loud noises, to have around for thunderstorms and fireworks and things like that. It's black obsidian. There we go. And I got the green calcite. We might bring in some more. Weight loss, high blood pressure, pre-diabetes. Gotcha. You have an attraction for bluestones. I've been working with a lot of bluestones too in my own grids. Absolutely. I've been in the same place. I do have desert rose selenite. I don't work with it enough, but I'll absolutely bring it in. Family issues like clearing misunderstandings. Gotcha. Peace, health, and joy. Oh, Heart, thank you so much for the kind words. I love being here. Cora Carr, good suggestion. Ted Andrews, Animal Speak for understanding animal message and animal spirit guides. Yep. The black obsidian will help with digestion for Martha. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to just start diving in. Howlite can be excellent for teeth as well, but I especially want to get to the teeth and gums. And so for that, we want aquamarine. Aquamarine also helps to deflect pettiness, which might help ABC's work environment. It's great for forgiveness if anyone's working through that. But yeah, any and all bodily fluids, but especially teeth and gums, aquamarine. So let's bring that in. And I hope that you heal up quick and easily. Let's actually move this here. And aquamarine here. Aquamarine here. There we go. And like I said, I don't often work with desert rose selenite, but it is a form of selenite. It forms just naturally like this. You're not cut or anything like that. It's basically broken off of its base right here where you see a little bit of a rough spot. This is how it forms. It has a lot of the same properties of selenite, but it's much more grounding. So where this is traditional selenite. Satin spar, it's also called. So this is white selenite. It comes in all kinds of colors, like peach and off-white. They're all really gorgeous. And this is one where it just forms just like this. It's sort of like a free form. And yeah, it helps to bring that beautiful positivity and holding that energy. It keeps negative energy at bay, but it does it in a very grounded and earthy way. It sort of helps if you want to grow positivity in one place and like just stay in that place and hold that. If you're looking to set an intention for blooming something new and have it be positive, even amidst turmoil around it, this is a great stone. I often think of it in alignment with people that start nonprofits and good works in difficult circumstances. So we'll bring that in. We'll bring that in here too. So we'll put that on the spiral along with the Cinnabar. Want to make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. Blood pressure, prediabetes, weight loss. Let's go with serpentine is excellent for diabetes, prediabetes, hypoglycemia, anything like that. But it's also great for muscle weakness, rashes and eczema, as well as anybody that's doing any kind of like trance meditation. It's helpful for calcium and magnesium deficiencies. I really could use those for sure. So that's something I struggle with a lot. So yeah, so serpentine can help. It's also just a really loving stone. It has a beautiful energy to it. Okay. Oh, you're totally welcome, ABC. You're always welcome here. The beautiful group is some seriously amazing people. Iolite helps with weight loss if you have any intention around that. It also helps to aid sleep, as well as to connect us spiritually when it comes to shamanic journeying or clairvoyance, any type of meditation that involves visionary leanings. Iolite can be very helpful for those. And yeah, peace, health, joy. Cool. I think we're at that place where I will pick a couple of healing stones for you all to choose from and vote on. I never know how that'll go. I think I got everyone's intentions here. If you have another intention that I didn't address, go ahead and type it in now. And yeah, just bear with me a few moments while I pick out some beautiful stones to help support us all. both. And we said both. The more crystals, the better. Okay, so here's what jumped out. The first is tree agate. Tree agate is sacred in Ayurveda, which is the sister science of yoga. Much like we think of in Chinese medicine, the system of the meridians that runs the energy throughout the body, in Ayurveda, there's a similar system called the nadis, N-A-D-I. Without getting too much into the minutiae, they are quite different, but it's the best sort of analogy I can make kind of quickly. But this is thought to help clear all of those energy pathways within the body in a deeply grounding, clearing, and harmonizing way. And this is Rutilated Smoky Quartz. So Smoky Quartz in and of itself is deeply protective. It transmutes energy. It helps to, in that it doesn't just move energy out, it helps to actually change it on a fundamental level. It's thought to help optimize the flow of energy, and it can help us to let go of worry. Rutilated quartz of any kind. The rutils are quite small. They're towards the bottom and a little hard to see, and pardon me biting my nail still. I'm working on that habit. Rutilated quartz helps the Reiki to go, or any energy to go exactly where it needs to within the physical body. It also helps to balance the heart and mind, and can help to energize us if we feel depleted. And so tree agate can help basically anytime we're doing a lot of change or feeling a lot of change, this can help move energy through the body more easily, as can rutilated quartz. So go ahead and make your votes in the chat. Can you ask if anyone is from New Jersey? I was born in New Jersey. I was born in Union, New Jersey. The same place that Ray Liotta and one of the guys from Howard Stern's clutch of people come from. A very particular one. Yeah, I'm from that part of Jersey. But yeah, so go ahead, vote in the chat. And if you, vote in the chat. And now's a great time to like the stream if you haven't, and to go ahead and start making yourself comfortable. I'm going to quickly explain a little bit about what Reiki is, what to expect, and how to make the most of your time here today. And then we will get into the healing. So as I mentioned at the top of the hour, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I've been teaching Reiki for now 14 years. If you want to learn more about my online Reiki classes, my Discord, social media, or crystal shop, all of that is linked in the description below. The style of Reiki that I work with is known as Usui Reiki, and it's named after the founder of this particular style or method, who created this method in about the early 1920s. But the energy itself is timeless, and practices and understandings of energy, and specifically this understanding of energy, is based in Shintoism, which is the indigenous spirituality of Japan. In Shintoism, it's understood that everything has a soul, and everything is interconnected and inextricably linked. The concept is this: when we do anything, it has implications for everyone and everything else. And we do kind of see that in the energy is never created nor destroyed. It just sort of changes as it moves along. When we talk about Reiki specifically, it's thought that this energy is one of many, of course, one in as many as could possibly exist, that helps to support body, mind, and spirit to come into their natural sense of balance. This energy in and of itself flows through everyone and everything and is abundant. It's not my energy nor your energy. It's an energy that flows through everything. It's a part of who you are right now. You are familiar with this energy, even if you've never thought about it. You're experiencing it to some extent right now. Essentially, with Usui Reiki or any other practice of Reiki, essentially what it's thought that you're doing is connecting with that source energy and directing more of it to someone, somewhere, to support their greater healing. In this particular case, it's going to all of you, whoever is open to receiving it today. When this energy arrives at your body, mind, and spirit, that will take over. Your essence and being will take over in deciding how it supports you, in what ways it supports you, in what you're letting go of, what you're bringing in. We do this all the time in a very subtle way. We're mostly made of water. We don't really think of it that way, but we are. And just as it's critically important to our very survival, we don't have to consciously think about what the water does in our body once we drink it, which is a good thing because it does an awful lot. Same kind of thing with Reiki. All we need to do is be open to it. Someone can send a little bit more of it to us, and our body, mind, and spirit bring it into our spirit and help to heal us in all the different ways that we could really use it. You may feel it physically, emotionally, spiritually, intuitively. You may hear a bit of your internal guidance and wisdom speak up. You may feel sensations within your body or have emotions rise up. Whatever is meant to be for you, it perfectly will be there. You don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind quiet. Just do the best you can to support yourself to be as physically comfortable as you can. You can lay down, sit up, move, stretch, bend, but usually just relaxing with your eyes closed is a great way to enjoy your session. But you can do anything at the same time. If you feel motivated to create music or journal or do some yoga, you can do that too. That sounds great. At the end of the session, you'll hear my voice come in and invite you to take a deep breath, come on back to the chat, and at that point I'll reopen the chat and happily answer any questions that you have, and even hear out any experiences that you might want to share. During the session, I will turn the music up if you want to hear more about the music creator. Her info is linked below. And I will turn the lights down. The lights will gently move through several different colors, but at no point will they flash or strobe. And because this energy, this Reiki energy, is already connecting, uniting, and flowing through all of us, it doesn't matter where you are in connection to me, miles, kilometers, however far away you might be, or when you are. So if you're watching this in the future, hello from the past. This will absolutely be here to support your greatest healing good. And if you do have any intentions you want to set, just sort of think about them for a few minutes and let the universe hear it, and it will absolutely support those things. If you have any questions after and say you're not watching this live, go ahead and reach out to me through social media or leave any questions in the description below. Thank you so much for being here. It's an honor and a pleasure to share this healing with you today, and let's dive back into the chat. Oh, thank you so much, Erica. That's really sweet of you to say. Thank you. ABC is requesting the Nadi cleansing, absolutely. Erica, the Smoky Quartz, Mystic Rider is both. And I see Smoky Quartz. And I see both. Let's just go ahead with both, shall we? Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's be extra today. Because we never do this. It's always both. It's always both. Okay. And here is the tree agate. Okay. So go ahead, get comfy wherever you happen to be. I am going to set up the music now. And I hope that you have a beautiful healing session. Thank you so much for being here today and giving me the opportunity to share this healing with all of you. I will see you all in about 25 minutes. Enjoy your session, and I will see you then. invite you to take a deep breath. Slowly come back to your body. When you feel to, you can wiggle your fingers and toes. If you'd like to, you can come back to the chat and ask any questions or share any insights or experiences if you wish. Thank you so much for being here today. You're so welcome, Vincent. Oh, thank you, Martha. Martha, I'm so glad you've got your teeth and gums kind of under control again. And I'm really thinking about you and a couple other folks we have in Florida with the storm possibly headed that way. Yeah, this group is incredible. This is like a beautiful family here. Yeah, it really is beautiful energy. Thank you for being here, Susan. And you're welcome. You're welcome, ABC. You're welcome here anytime. The next community distance Reiki will be Sunday at 8 p.m. East Coast US time. And the usual hours are Wednesdays at 4 p.m., Thursdays 8 a.m., Fridays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., Sundays at 8 p.m. And occasionally Thursdays I sleep too late like I did this week. Sorry. And yeah, this group is just incredible. You're like lightning in a bottle, and I'm so grateful for all of you. Feeling a little heavy in the head? Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, it's almost like it can take you a while to like get back into your body. If you still feel like gently stretch and move and drink some water, and if you still feel a little like out of it, I would suggest if you have any Epsom salt or sea salt, just soak your feet a little bit in a little bit of water with it, or just put your feet on a bag of Epsom salt and it can help. But usually it subsides without having to do that. Thank you, Heart. Good to see you. Wonderful to see you all. I truly love coming out to spend some time with all of you and share some healing and some wisdom. So if anyone has any other questions or anything to share, go ahead and do that now. After that, I'm going to get ready to start winding things down. I'm supposed to be, and I think Violet integration, I had mentioned this with you as well as Heart. I'm supposed to be picking up some... Oh, you're welcome, Grace. I'm supposed to be picking up some foster kitties tomorrow, if everything works out. So I'll have some kittens to put on the social media that will need a home at some point in the not too distant future. That'll be staying with me. They're a little under the weather. I'm going to help them get better, and then they'll be up for adoption. So I'm just going to go put the finishing touches on making their space warm and welcoming for them. Yeah, perfect indeed. I'm excited. So thank you all so much for being here, and I wish you all a beautiful weekend. Take care of yourselves. I will be here Sunday evening. Information about upcoming Reiki classes are up on my website. October classes, actually October through the end of the year classes are enrolling now. And the crystal sale ends at the end of next week. So if you want to save on some crystals, go to learnreikiphiladelphia.com and click on shop. The promo code is 14 years, 14 years with an S, as it is the 14th anniversary of my teaching my first Reiki class. And yay, thank you. Yeah, I'm happy to have new kitties too. I will let you know. They will be up on the social media, but I'll definitely let you know by Sunday evening. If you're here for Sunday evening stream, I'll let you know. Yeah, I saw that. I'm going to process your order tomorrow, probably. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let you all go here. Have a beautiful weekend. Take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.